Okay guys, one more soap cutting video. I promise. I had to make this soap yesterday because I was almost out of cocoa butter and I had just enough to make one more loaf and I had one more section on my kitchen table. And so I thought it would be neat to just use up that cocoa butter. I have more in order. It will come next week. But I thought it would be neat if we could do that and just fill this table up so I could give you a view. I thought it looked so pretty with all the soaps on it. Hubby brought home a movie last night, so I was like, yay, we can sit in the living room and eat dinner so I can put one more soap on that table. So I will be clearing it off and all of these soaps will go into the soap closet to cure, but I just thought it would be neat to fill it up before I did that. So I made a loaf of Sex on the Beach. And here's my mini loaves, and there's my samples, which I just popped out of the freezer. And all right, I'm gonna get to cutting this up. I got some soap on my tablecloth there, so I have to change my tablecloth out after I get rid of all these soaps. So please don't mind the spot right there, soap from yesterday. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna straight cut or crinkle cut this one. So let's do cut off the end and see what we've got. This scent is so delicious. I've been doing kind of masculine, earthy, you know, funky, not funky, but you know, very unique scents. So I thought I'd do one that just was fruity and fun. And this is Sex on the Beach. And it smells like the drink, Sex on the Beach. So there's, I'm not sure. Should I do straight cut? Should I do crinkle cut? I guess I'm going to do straight cut. I don't know. I've already started straight cut, so let's stick with that. And I want to get this cut up, and then it's on to getting ready for Julia's birthday when she gets home today. Yay! And I'm continuing to get questions. And I want you to know, thank you so much for considering me to answer your questions. I appreciate it. Glad that, you know, you seem to have faith in me to help you with your questions. And I do get questions too about different things, like where I get my molds, where I get my equipment, you know, things like that. Now, I did do a video on where I get my fragrances and colorants, so instead of me just continuing to answer those same questions, if you could just watch those videos. I will say I'm not going to give out, like if you ask me, hey, what fragrance did you use in that particular soap and where did you get it, I'm not going to give that information out. I work really hard picking out my molds, my fragrances, you know, my colorants and my ingredients, and I spend a lot of time researching and thinking about these things and how I want to market my products, how I want them to appear. And so I'm just not going to give that information out. Like that, I don't mind your questions. Some things are sacred to my products. They're things that I've come up with the ideas, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about that and trial and error, and you know, standing in the store deciding, hey, would this mold work well for, you know, this, for samples, for mini loaves or whatever. So and I'd like to keep those, you know, unique to my products. So you know, if you're looking to sell your products, I would say you need to, you know, you just need to put that research in yourself and come up with a good idea on how you want your products to appear. It would be awfully boring if everybody made the same soap and such with the same look as, you know, mine or anybody else's. It's a lot more fun to look at each other's products and say, wow, you know, hers or his are so unique. I love their style. It doesn't mean I want to copy it. I just want, you know, to enjoy theirs. So like that, I don't mind answering your questions. I really, really don't. I just, and I'm more than happy to help as much as I can with my, you know, limited amount of experience, and, you know, maybe direct you somewhere where you could get the answers if I can't answer it. But as far as specifics like where did you get that colorant, where did you get that fragrance oil, which one is it exactly, you know, I'm not going to answer, I can't answer that for you, or I guess I'm not going to. You know, and if you know, as far as equipment, molds, things like that, you know, I don't mind answering that either. Just, I hope that makes sense. And I'm not offending anyone, because I'm certainly not trying to. Just trying to protect my investment, my hard work. That's all. So I'm happy with how this came out. It's got sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle there on the top. And I did swirl. I wanted this to be more red, but it, you know, it lightened up a little as it saponified, and I didn't want it so red. You know, I didn't want to keep adding colorant so that when you lathered with it, you know, you got a pink lather. So I was trying to be really careful with that. So it's got that, the red, which turned very dark pink. It's got an orange swirl in there, which lightened a lot too, so I'll have to remember that next time. And then I just left this. The fragrance oil, actually, I was going to color that yellow. And when the fragrance oil discolored it to a yellow anyway, so I said, hey, I won't add colorant to it then. It turned it the exact color I wanted it to be anyway, so that worked out perfect. Get some samples off the end here. My table. So I have to finish cutting this, and then I have to get some of these soaps put away, because we're going to need this table tonight to have cake for Julia, my daughter. Perfect. Okay. So I've got an awful mess here. Let's see if I can just clean up some of these crumbs. Maybe not. Good enough. Okay. Give you a scan here. Sorry, I kicked the camera there. Okay. So here, this one doesn't look so neat. I should have them neatened up for you here. So, because I really wanted to show you how pretty all the soaps looked. All looks like my own little mini store right here in my kitchen. Okay, so there's my kitchen table. There is, over in the corner there, we've got goat milk and honey, which you can see that one's darkened up a lot. It's very dark. We've got Butt Naked, which the bottom, of course, darkened up. Liquid Blue, the Aquilina Blue Sugar Dupe, which the bottom has darkened up, of course. And we've got So Hot there. Sorry, my camera, I've got the tripod and it's catching on the chair, so it's kind of crooked, I know. There's So Hot over there on the edge. And that one isn't really turning brown, so I'm excited about that. It might stay that color. And then we've got Leather, and I wanted to show you, I don't know if you watched the video yesterday, but my samples, they turned back regular. They don't have that pinkish peach color on the natural part. So it must have had something to do with putting them in the freezer. But I'm excited because those aren't turning on the bottom either, which it doesn't really matter if it does. But and then we have, of course, Sex on the Beach. Alrighty. So that'll be it, guys, until at least next week. And then I don't even know if I'm doing soaps next week. So, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.